welcome to Very Real Tournament, everybody. And the race is on. The clock is counting down until Zach's Pizza gets here. So get ready because we got to record this episode hopefully before Zach's Pizza Man gets here, or else there's going to be a sudden break in this motherfucker.
I didn't eat today. I'm super hungry and I had to order a pizza. I'm sorry.
He had to, and he had to spend 20 minutes before we started the podcast ordering.
I did it on my phone. I've honestly now realized that I could have just fucking called.
You could have, but no one wants to do that anymore. The apps are there for a reason. No one wants to.
Look, I didn't do it through the app. I did it on the website.
You did it on the website?
Yeah, man. I should have called. Why do you think it took so long?
Yeah, so who the fuck are we?
Yeah, let's get into it. I am Nick Potter, host of this comedy battlecast Very Real Tournament, where we pit two very real opponents against each other in a very real fight. Who are you?
I am Joey Potter.
Oh, good.
That's about it.
We know who Zach is because he's just a big fuck up.
Yeah.
And who's that last person I see over there?
I'm Butler Carter.
Good. So the clock is on. Here we go. Let's talk about today's fighters. First off, we have Kevin McAllister, the 8 or 10-year-old boy, depending on which movie you watch, that defends his home against a couple of real smart burglars. And then we got
Cat burglar.
We got the small soldiers, the titular villains from the movie Small Soldiers. Guys, this is going to be a silly one, I think.
You guys are fucked.
We're not fucked.
We are not fucked at all. Kevin McAllister is a psychopath.
Yeah. So, in case you didn't know, Zach and I will be talking about Kevin McAllister, and Joey and Butler are going to be discussing Small Soldiers.
I stand by my statement.
All right. Well, that's what we're here for because we feel differently. Guys, do you want to go ahead and give us a little bit of info on the Small Soldiers and what they're all about?
Take it away, Joey.
I will take it away, Butler. So, these are obviously toys.
Right.
But they're toys like nothing that has ever been created because it's insane. They're made up of endoskeletons, similar to Terminator.
Oh, so they're like 6 very small Terminators?
Yes, that's exactly it.
Okay.
They're very
so they're
very
not. It's not like
Terminators.
Toy Story then, because that's what I was going to bring up. Okay.
At all whatsoever.
I don't know. Maybe Buzz Lightyear has an endoskeleton. They never really get into that.
Don't remember the beginning of the movie. It's like an assembly line of them making these tiny Terminator toys.
Okay.
Right. So you get to see the
alliterations.
Who are each of the Small Soldiers? How many do we got? How many are we working with?
So we're working with 6 small soldiers. We have the leader, Chip Hazard, voiced by Tommy Lee Jones.
Obviously.
We have Link Static.
Yeah, who's he voiced by?
We have Link Static. He's like the communications expert. We have Butch Meathook. I actually don't remember what he specializes in because he's not the demo guy. Right. That's Nick Nitro.
Yeah. Is he the sniper?
Is he the sniper? I think he might be.
Like the recon guy.
I think so, even though he's very buff.
I think he
They're all really
he
buff.
was the sniper.
Link Static's not buff.
He was the sniper.
They're all jacked.
Right,
not
okay.
Buffed.
All right,
shredded.
So we got Chip Hazard, Nick Nitro, Link Static, Butch Meathook. We also have
Kip Killigan.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's like the psycho knife guy.
Yeah, he's the surgeon.
Surgeon, yeah. And then we have Brick Bazooka, which is
maybe the scariest looking one of
artillery.
All of them.
Yeah,
he kind of has a skeleton face.
Yeah,
yeah, he does.
Big shiny teeth, but yeah, these things have AI chips in them,
right?
Made by the government, like military operations.
Yeah, in this movie, we're supposed to believe they're made by Jay Moore, so I don't know about that already.
No, Jay Moore doesn't make them. You watch him order them. He just haphazardly goes through chips and finds one that's surplus.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
state of the art and military grade.
Military grade
orders
surplus chips.
500,000 of them.
Because he pitches these toys to a conglomerate and they're just like, have full access to all our government military files.
Because that happens.
Right. At one point, they get a pass card where they just have access to literally.
Yeah,
the
everything.
government works like that.
Right.
yeah.
Well-
So yeah, that's what you're facing off with. 6 tiny Terminators with their own specialties.
And the most interesting thing about the chip, and maybe we're going to get into this later, I don't know, but is that this chip is built where the scientist doesn't call it artificial intelligence, he calls it actual intelligence. They actually learn as they go and develop their own means of
Yeah, so
battle.
who's this dude that drops a paint can on some numb nuts?
So more plausibly, I think we're gonna say 10-year-old Kevin McAllister.
10-year-old.
He's a veteran now.
We'll give him that.
Yeah, he's a veteran. I'm saying that this
Yeah,
happens.
This isn't
after
this is Home Alone.
Home Alone 3. But I don't know why I said that.
Toy Story.
But we're saying that Home Alone 2.5 because 3. I think there's 5 of these fucking movies, but we're not counting
Yeah.
any of the other.
So we're
ones.
going up to Home Alone 2,
right.
where he meets our current president.
You guys might have 6 tiny Terminators, but we have a little Jigsaw, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, he's fucking crazy.
He's a psychopath. I sort of have a theory that he grows up to be Jigsaw because he has the first trap house.
We at the trap house.
He has the very first murder house. And his family hates him, so he's kind of fueled by rage.
Oh yeah, no. The first part of the movie is just like, Kevin, you're a piece of shit.
It's close to that. One of his uncle calls him like a little jerk.
Yeah.
They hate him.
Kevin just gets mad at somebody for a second, and they're just like, "Fuck you! You go in the attic."
Right. I mean, but Kevin goes psycho when he learns he's angry because his brother Buzz ate his cheese pizza. That's what sets him off.
But he doesn't like the other stuff, man.
I know, but that's what psychopaths do.
This is true.
So you're dealing with baby Jigsaw over here in his house of murder and pain. His dad's multi-million-dollar Chicago mansion.
Oh my god, that house is massive. How many children do they have? It's like 6 or something?
Well, he has enough money to take the whole family to Paris and
Well,
enough rooms to house them all in. It's
Yeah, it looks like no one shares a room.
right.
We're talking limitless money.
Right,
The
that's-
dad just like pukes it up. Like, it's an illness he has.
Right. Well, that's my wife has a theory that he's some sort of Chicago gangster, and I think that's like the only way he can.
Yeah,
afford
that
this
makes
house.
sense.
I mean,
No, I buy
Right.
that. Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
No, he's in the mob.
so little Jigsaw with his mob dad and all
Little Jigsaw and mob dad.
That's a Saturday morning cartoon. Little Jigsaw mob dad. So, all right, let's get into it. So I think this sort of the scenario we're going to set up, because we do know that the only function of the small soldiers is to eliminate the Gorgonites
Yes, sir.
from the planet Gorgon, Archer, Insaniac, the gang. So I'm thinking the reason that this fight is happening and why Kevin McCallister gets the home turf of his house is that maybe the small soldiers think that he is harboring the Gorgonites. Maybe they're not there. We're not including the Gorgonites. We do not get them on our team.
they don't.
Yeah.
And then, therefore, he is a Gorgonite to them, because they identify anyone who is associated with as Gorgonites.
Oh, is that okay? I guess you did just watch the movie like
Did
2 hours
just watch
ago.
it, yeah.
Okay.
Oh man.
Okay. So Kevin, little Jigsaw mob dad / Gorgonite.
Yep.
Little Jigsaw Gorgonite mob dad.
Yeah.
McAllister.
McAllister.
That's all of his middle name. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we're setting up. So that way, Kevin knows they have to know about this. So Kevin has traps set. That's the only way that this is a fair fight, and that's what happens in both of these films.
Else he'd pop some they'd catapult some sleeping pills into his drink, knock him out, and then just shank him.
Right.
Okay, that's it then. I guess.
I'm saying, or else that would
Right,
happen if
right.
they weren't prepared. But
Okay, so that's the scenario we're working with. And we discussed this previously, we're not including the Barbie army or the 1,000 clones that come in at the end.
But I think it's worth mentioning that they're capable of building a Barbie army.
Oh, yeah.
It's not relevant in the current fight.
And Kevin McCallister is capable of building one of those opposite bear traps that spring your face open.
So you get that. So this is like Spiders versus Spider-Man, where they just set up a fantasy scenario in their favor and then just shit on every.
No, I'm saying that he grows up to build those traps, so he's capable of it.
Okay.
But I'm saying these. I'm going to start it off. Kevin McCallister sets mad traps. Actually, Zach, you give me some of the traps that he has and some of the weapons that he uses.
Oh man, put me on the spot. He's got paint cans.
He's got paint cans attached
What is
to
he
ropes.
doing with
That's the easiest one. Yeah, he's got paint cans attached to ropes. It's gonna fly down, smack you in the face. He's putting blow torches on door handles.
Yeah, he has.
Dude's a maniac.
Well, he puts the blowtorch above it. He also heats the doorknob. If one of those fucking plastic small soldiers touches that doorknob, they're getting melted.
But
It's
the
not
issue
like
with that is
Flash incinerated.
No, but they're made of plastic. They have the skeleton on the inside, but part of them is melted.
But let me point out that a small soldier can't reach a doorknob.
They have catapults and stuff. I mean, like...
I'm saying they just go right through doors.
This is true.
All right, give us some more of your traps.
The biggest thing in the favor of Kevin McAllister is this. He knows his enemies. He understood that he was like dealing with burglars in the Home Alone films.
Right.
Yeah,
he
those
would
are
know.
just like dudes trying to steal his stuff.
So now he knows that he's got to deal with the small soldiers.
Right.
So he would adjust his traps accordingly.
Yeah, he does. No, Joey, you're making that face. He has
He
has like strategy and
excruciating
stuff.
detail with
For
his
those at
traps.
home, Joey was making that face.
He fucking psychoanalyzes them to the point where he's like, they're going to come through this window. So that's where he puts all the
It's
glass,
true, Joey. You cannot
broken
deny that.
ornaments.
He leads them in such a way
He
to
leads
get
them
them.
in such... They break into the house according to Kevin McAllister.
Yeah,
You're talking about Joe Pesci and other dude.
They're human men. They're like adult men.
Yeah,
they're
are they
adults.
military trained? Are they
No.
based off military tech that adapts?
Right, but the small
But
soldiers
the
also are a
best
little
point,
naive.
though, is Kevin was able to understand them and adapt.
Right, that you can't deny that. He would set traps accordingly. He knew exactly. He had the paint cans going
had the
into
insight.
holes in the house. He knew that they were going to stick their face through the little cat dog door.
He took he tarred the stairs to their basement and put...
Yeah, he knew all
Nails
the
on.
entrances and exits. I'm saying
Yeah,
that
like-
he has strategy.
This is his house. This is his house. He is the master of his domain.
You're throwing
he's-
the Batman blanket over this whole thing where it's just like he knows his place, so he just knows everything that is ever going to happen.
Yeah, he's a
And
tactician.
I'm not buying it. Though.
He's a tact.
Okay,
Dude,
okay.
did you watch the movie?
Yeah.
Okay, but how's he going to do when the lights get cut out, all communications cut? He can't, I mean, I don't expect him to call
that's
the
the
cops
thing.
anyway,
What can
but-
you guys do to that? Like,
What do
What?
you mean?
How are the small soldiers prepared to handle all these traps and stuff?
all this.
But I'm
this
saying,
game he's
is he
throwing
capable
out.
of utilizing all of his traps once he has no light, no visibility in the house, and they
He
can
knows
still
his
see
house at the
fine?
back of
Like
his
most
hand.
of them are preset. Like if the lights go out, the glass ornaments are still going to cut your
What
foot.
are
if
glass ornaments doing to plastic soldiers?
I know, but I'm
With
saying
metal endoskeletons.
that's what I'm saying. Like
With like, they have RoboCop vision.
But you're saying he's prepared for anything. Give me an example of what he's going to do to these small soldiers other than drop a paint can on their head.
If he drops a paint can on them, they're going to get crushed.
But they're going to...
Brick Bazooka falls off a bike and falls apart. He gets caught in the chain and falls
But they have a
apart.
medic to fix him.
And then they put it back together, yeah.
Right. They're going to do that mid-fight with Kevin McCallister? No.
He-
I mean,
might, while the
Kevin's
others
not
fuck-
on the offensive. He's on the defensive.
Right.
Yeah.
You think they're going to take the time to rebuild one of their soldiers?
Yeah,
I
they
don't think
did
so.
when they were on the offensive of a house.
Yeah.
No, they put Brick Bazooka back together in their before they do that.
The whole process is an offensive of the house. They want to take down the Gorgonites that they know are inside the house.
I'm talking about when they do the main offense. They're doing recon and stuff. Brick Bazooka falls off when he's trying to find a Gorgonite
But
on his bike.
you've already excluded the main offense because the main offense includes 200 soldiers. So we cut off before that.
The point being is
I'm just
we
saying,
have,
like the final siege.
we have like a squad of tiny Terminators. Let's not forget that with RoboCop vision, with targeting systems, they can fix each other. They can self-replicate. They can somehow make more of the chips in their head. And
They take Nick Nitros.
Yeah, I don't know how they
and just smack them onto other toys.
Yeah,
which
they were
you want
real
to exclude the
vague
army,
with that.
and I understand that. But you're in a house that has several children living there that would have toys everywhere. So you're kind of cutting me short with the old sentient self-replicating thing, but that's okay. Because these guys could also build things like battle bots.
Right.
Like break into Kevin McAllister's shed, take a bunch of bullshit. They'd probably be able to dismantle some of his traps and build them into something that they can use against him.
Were the small soldiers, weren't they able to... The Gorgonites and the kids, like, set up traps that killed
Yeah,
the
but
small soldiers, right?
Yeah, but a bunch of adults that were under siege by a bunch of toys.
Right, but Kevin McCallister has the mind of an adult. He's
Okay.
he's
There's
a
one
serial
mind of the
killer.
adult. All right,
He's a
yeah.
serial killer.
He's a fucking fanatic. That's what we're saying.
He's using fire. He's melting these things, just like they get melted in the movie. He's using fire. He's using guns.
He has fucking mind games.
He has decoy. Guys, did you forget?
He's-
He turns on all the lights and like uses a series of pulleys and strings to make the house seem alive. He's got decoys up. He's got that Michael Jordan little cutout moving around and stuff.
They might be confused by that.
I'm telling you, he can confuse their targeting system, I bet, with decoys.
With Michael
That's another
Jordan.
skill he has. I'm telling you, Kevin McCallister can't... He's a 10-year-old kid, and he might not be able... But how old's the kid in the movie, Joey?
13.
Okay, so he's got a few
They
years
fucked
on.
that kid up.
Right, well, he's not as smart as Kevin McCallister.
Okay.
He's not.
He ain't no Kevin McAllister.
You gotta give it to us that Kevin McCallister's a tactician that knows his, like, turf and uses it
Yeah, I
accordingly.
agree. Kevin McAllister's probably more intelligent than the kid.
Yeah,
in
that
Small
kid just
Soldiers.
wants to have sex with Kirsten Dunst. That's all he cares about.
Yeah.
Kevin McAllister's not trying to get any...
But-
No,
trim.
he's trying to save the Gorgonites. What are you talking about?
No, he just wants to have...
Oh,
no,
okay, never mind.
I'm saying his underlying goal...
But
Like, she'll be so impressed if I save, Punch It, Scratch It, and Ocula.
But the kid in Small Soldiers did have like a rebellious past where he had been a little saboteur and had like flooded the bathroom of the
Oh, cool.
school
He
was
flooded the
at.
bathroom of the school.
I'm just saying,
Kevin
he had
McAllister.
a little bit of ingenuity.
He uses his surroundings
much.
like MacGyver.
Like, okay, these guys are
This
like...
kid put some tissues in a sink and flooded the bathroom.
But as far
He's
as
thinking with
using
his
their
dick,
surroundings
and Kevin
like,
McAllister's thinking with his brain.
but as far as using their surroundings like MacGyver, I think Small Soldiers are an excellent example of that.
They
too.
literally built a self-replication machine.
or,
in a bedroom.
or just their every
Was that
weapon
not
they
after
had.
they like turned up something or got shocked or like some other enhancement to the chip, or they just did that?
They just took Nick Nitro's chip
Right.
and put it on one of those lightning disc toys.
Right.
And then they
There's
were just
just
producing...
electricity going
They were
everywhere.
just
The room
is
producing more
blinking.
chips, slapping them on the Barbies. But no, they're not just... Again, they're not just toys. That's like basically the tagline of the movie.
They're not just toys.
Not just
No,
toys.
it's
FYI.
anything else would just be a toy, or everything else is just a toy.
Yeah, everything
That's
else
the-
is just a toy.
right.
But you got to think like okay, I saw that they were
Guys. All right, guys. We're back. We didn't make it in time. Apparently, the Domino's in Southern Indiana isn't as backed up on a Friday night as you'd like to think.
That was so fast.
That was very fast. What are we,
Bravo.
20 minutes in right now?
Yeah, literally started the minute I finished ordering.
Yeah, that was
and they were just like,
crazy
"Hey,
fast.
what's up?"
Yeah, wow. Okay, so
what'd
guys,
you tip him?
yeah. Joey needs to know.
So total check. It was 50% off, so it was like $26.
All right.
Tipped him 10.
Okay, good.
All right, there you go.
I thought you were about to say
Pizza Boy's my
and I was
homie.
about to
Fucked
tackle
him
you.
over.
Yeah.
No, Pizza Boy's my homie.
Yeah.
He brought me
Right.
pizza.
But all right,
Okay.
let's get back to it.
Yeah.
I was talking about what these guys can withstand. They can withstand a mousetrap, which can kill an organic thing. They can just be like, nope. And trying to relay that into Kevin McCallister, what can he really bring to the table? Like that's more powerful in force than a mousetrap or like a flamethrower.
Okay, I understand where you're coming from. He's playing in traps. He uses the weight of the people against him. He has a
water.
man step on nails.
Yeah, that was
So-
fucked up.
Yeah, that scene is hard to watch.
Cringe.
It's a much more difficult movie than I originally thought it was.
Like challenging to the human
Well,
mind.
no, it's just like there's a lot more like painful imagery than I remember.
Yeah. Have you seen the Home Alone but with blood YouTube video?
No.
It's awesome. You should watch it sometime. It's great.
No, but he planned all those things, so he would see those toys. Maybe he knows that they're Terminator-esque.
Why the fuck would he know that? No.
Hey,
No,
maybe
no.
in Small Soldiers they use Encarta, so maybe Kevin McAllister is doing some
Dog, if
research
we're gonna
on
get
those,
real,
those
Yeah, but
Encarta
they-
Home
discs.
Alone,
They're not on there yet.
1990.
Small Soldiers isn't going to be on Encarta.
No, he's looking up endoskeletons and shit.
I like the reference though.
Nah.
I was watching that and I was like, oh my god, Encarta, holy shit.
Yeah, I had
Wow.
forgotten it.
I don't know, man. Kevin McAllister uses like guns, staple guns. Like he uses like sharp things.
But it's funny.
Nails.
A lot of the weaponry is used by both parties.
Right,
Yeah, it's like household items.
Right, nail guns. Forming flamethrowers out of
Right.
A big part of it, I think, is that Kevin McAllister, because we're putting him at 10, I think he has a lot more power than these like plastic toys do. Like he's able to lift more, right?
He's pretty jacked. I don't know if you've
Shut
seen
the fuck up.
Not that he's fucking like going
He's a
to
little
the
ripped
gym and he's
10-year-old.
jacked.
No,
I mean,
but, okay. I just want to bring this up because it's also really funny and it's dark.
Okay.
Like how some of the shit in Home Alone gets really dark. They filmed a hostage video.
They did.
Oh, you're
They
right.
captured Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah.
Filmed a hostage video complete with ransom letters, and they delivered it by firing a VHS arrow through the window.
And the arrow was made of a sticker, like a thing that you put over your fire to cook a
Yeah,
slab
like
of meat.
Like a
Yeah.
spit.
Yeah, and
Okay.
the VHS was tucked in the spit.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I mean that.
and
I
that
feel
was
like the-
before the army.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
used
the Barbie army to
Yeah,
get
but luckily
Kirsten
for us,
Dunst, but
they have
yeah.
no leverage on Kevin McAllister. He's completely alone already.
I'm just saying they're capable of capturing someone, filming, exporting that to a VHS, and firing.
I don't know how to do that.
Building a mechanism that can fire like a spit, holding a VHS through a window.
But at the same time,
Kevin McAllister has paint cans.
yeah, but at the same time, they can't like. This is such a stupid argument. They can't fucking lift as much weight as him, like in and of themselves.
It's never mentioned
they can't
how much.
they can't push as much power as him.
Do you think Kevin McAllister
Like
can,
he could
snap
set
one of those
up
in half?
a thing where, like, if they all walked up to the front of his house and they were all in a straight line, he could just be like, "Hey, I rigged up this whole log."
But
like he could
That's
set up.
true.
Yeah,
a
but the
pulley
point
system.
is they're not going to do that because while
'Cause
you're
they're-
claiming that he's such a tactician, this is a tiny military squad.
right,
Basically.
so they're also a tactical squad that's never going to stand in a line for you to take them all out at once.
They also use Spice Girls as psychological warfare.
That is pretty
Well,
incredible.
I'm pretty sure
Kevin
the Spice
McAllister's
Girls-
a sociopath that has no feelings, so
I
he's
just wanted
not
to bring that
getting.
up.
He's not getting psychologically warfare.
Guys, I'm looking at my notes here, and Kevin McAllister is very good at scooping ice cream. So, like, I don't know what you
Game
have
over.
on us.
He
Like,
tricks so many adults in these movies. He tricks Tim Curry, Rob Schneider, Joe Pesci, and Daniel Stern, obviously. I mean, he is so smart. He can, even if these things have a mind of an adult person, he still tricks them.
I just want to mention, to counter your no feelings, I'm pretty sure there's a pretty sentimental Christmas tree scene where he's pretty sad that his parents aren't there, and then they show up and he's pretty jubilant. So
Yeah, after he beats the shit out of 2 grown men,
sure,
like fucking hospitalizes 2 dudes, and
Sorry,
it's just
I
like
might be
whatever.
hardening
I miss
Kevin
my
McAllister
parents.
a bit, but I mean, still, there's a while where he goes and jumps on all the beds and eats whatever he wants.
Yeah.
He gets a cheese pizza.
Right.
and
Small
a limo.
soldiers
Dude.
don't have fun.
Right.
They're not.
He's
They're
got-
not buying that shit.
Kevin McAllister, he's got a tarantula.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're saying is no mercy. So
Yeah.
they're never backing down.
Never back down. I love that movie.
You
Damn it.
defeat them, or
Had
And
no
Kevin
business being that
McAllister
good.
will do anything to protect his home. His multi-million-dollar bitch.
And the small soldiers will do everything to defeat the Gorgonites.
Okay, so let me hit you with this. In the end, what's Kirsten Dunst riding? A riding lawnmower. I guarantee Kevin McAllister's dad has a riding lawnmower. Kevin McAllister's going to chase these bitches down.
Yeah.
Run them over.
But
Outside.
not if they got to the riding lawnmower first and weaponized it.
There's only 6 of them. They can't spread out that much. If he's taking them on one by one, if they're spreading out and doing stuff, I think Kevin McAllister has a fighting chance. If they're spreading out just like the they're wet in the first one, then sticky in the second one.
They're wet bandits.
Yeah.
They beat the shit out of the wet bandits.
Yeah, and the small soldiers beat the shit out of like fucking 6 adults.
Dumb adults like
Again,
Tim Curry.
this is
and
No,
Rob
like
Kevin
Phil
Schneider.
Hartman and
McAllister.
David Cross
Oh,
and
man.
Jay Moore and
Right.
but that was with the help of like 200 soldiers.
yeah, by
That's
the
what I'm
end of
saying.
it.
Right.
That's what I'm
But they
saying.
built
You guys have
those-
the original
they
6.
built those death machines
Right.
before the army.
Right.
Nail gun machine gun.
Nail gun machine. They had the thing that shot flaming tennis balls. They had Chip Hazard flew in a helicopter.
He was flying a helicopter. that was post army, but that was still Chip Hazard.
It was just Chip Hazard being a badass, like he always is, especially Tommy Lee Jones.
Man, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I mean, they're using the same things.
We're both really confident in our characters right now. We're both
just-
not backing down.
Just like they wouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean,
like
yeah, I
like-
think we have 2 sides that are both really good tacticians. It just comes down to like tower defense versus attackers,
Yeah.
and who has the upper hand.
This is basically a tower defense game.
So
Right.
are we
Basically,
gonna
is
think
it
it's time to break and really hash it out and come back?
I don't know. Any more closing arguments, Zach? What else do you have? Do you got anything else?
all right? Let's look at the list. He's no stranger to adversity. His brothers and sisters hate him, so this challenge in front of him not going to be too difficult.
The small soldiers were born out of hate.
Exactly,
programmed
and he's
to hate
used
the
to dealing
Gorgonites.
with hate. That's
It's
what I'm
true,
saying.
man. He's not a
used to
stranger.
it. He's not a stranger. He's a party animal. You saw what he was doing. He had
So-
the house to himself. Bam, going nuts.
So you're saying he'll take pride and be really
I'm just
happy
looking
every time
over
he destroys
my
one.
notes here. He can order himself a pizza.
Which you barely can do.
Yeah, he doesn't even have an app or the internet or anything. He has to call him.
Also, I just want to.
Guys, this is for real. Big one. He knows how to zip line.
He does have like an emergency zip line that I think that he could get away.
I guess this will be our closing because it's one of the only notes that I have that I haven't brought up.
Okay.
He set up. They straight up just set a kid on fire.
They totally did.
That's about
Wait,
Kevin
who
McCallister's
did they set
age.
on fire? Did they set the main kid on fire?
No. They set the teenage love interest of Kirsten Dunst on fire.
Oh, that's right. They
Yeah.
do.
And he ran like a bitch.
Yeah, just set him on fire.
That is pretty dark.
Right.
No mercy.
No mercy.
No shit. All right. Well, guys, we have some things to discuss. we're gonna be back with the winner in this continuing Very Real tournament. Let's take a break. All right, everybody, we are back. We hashed out this fight over some delicious pizza ordered by Zach. It's very good. So we chatted about it, and we've come to a conclusion. Sadly, I've lost again. Makes 2 in a row.
Poor little Kevy.
I know. I'm feeling pretty down. But the small soldiers are going to take the day. Guys, explain to us. Give me the finishing move. I want it. I need it.
All right, so, Kevin McCallister is a savage.
Right, absolutely.
Very, very much so.
Agreed.
He's very much a worthy opponent. But, okay, so say, he sets up a room, has some tar on the ground, something.
Right, he does do that, yeah.
Kind of corners the small soldiers.
Okay.
Sets the room on fire, sees them melting, oh no, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
I like this.
So, Kevin walks away thinking he's won the day.
Oh, okay.
You know what he does to celebrate?
What's he do?
Get on a plane to France?
No.
What's his...
He orders an extra large cheese pizza.
Oh, gosh.
With his dad's credit card.
With his dad's credit card.
Of course.
So, he's waiting. He's like, yeah, I did it, Opens the door. Who's there with the pizza?
Oh, God.
It's Chip Hazard.
Fuck!
No.
Oh, my God. It's Chip Hazard?
No.
Is he
With pizza.
dispatched of
Hazard.
the delivery guy?
Who knows?
That's
But
terrifying.
Chip Hazard is there on his doorstep with that cheese pizza. And he says, this is for Nick Nitro. And he steps aside.
God.
And behind him is Brick Bazooka
Oh.
on one of their murder battle bots
Yeah.
with the nail gun.
Oh.
And just pelts him with nails.
Just fills
Oh my
him
God,
with
just
nails.
fills him with
Savage,
man.
no mercy, R.I.P. Nick Nitro.
And just for a visual reference, I think at this point they're just metal exoskeletons.
Yeah, they're tiny Terminator things.
Okay,
Right.
so it doesn't really look... It's like a half-melted Chip Hazard.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
his voice is a
Yeah.
little messed up.
Yeah, but
Creepy.
it's still
Ooh.
distinctly Tommy Lee Jones. obviously.
Right.
That's
That's...
actually... I visualized that a little bit. I'm not going to do that again. That was actually good, frightening.
That was bone-chilling, actually.
But wait,
Yeah.
there's more.
There is
Oh.
more.
How is there more? You murdered a child.
Yes. So, it cuts, it comes back. There are police outside the house. Kevin's family has come back.
The small
He's
soldiers
still laying
disguised
there?
as
No,
police?
they won the day.
Okay.
They're gone.
All right.
Nick Nitro has been avenged. Mm-hmm. A helicopter flies down. Dennis Leary comes out of the helicopter. The dad's freaking out. My kid's dead. What is this?
Uh-huh.
Hands him a check. Gets back in his helicopter and flies away.
Oh
just
my-
like the end of Small Soldiers.
No.
Thank you very much.
And
Thank you very
Dad's
much.
just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I have 4 other kids. Kevin was obviously the worst of them.
You know what? He was a little jerk.
Yeah.
I think actually everybody wins on this one. No more Kevin McCallister.
Yeah, I think the psychopath has sort of been defeated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I mean, so they're
You
going
guys are
on
the
to
heroes.
hunt more Gorgonites, then I take
Yeah.
it. Do you think they make it to Gorgon?
No, because that place doesn't exist.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's a toy universe.
They
That
are
was
toys.
that was
Yeah,
made
that's
up by
toys.
David Cross.
Yeah.
I guess that's true. Okay, well, yeah, the small soldiers win by murdering Kevin McAllister with a nail gun.
And he is a child, but let's remember, also a monster.
Yep.
Right.
So,
Feels
small
nothing.
soldiers.
Yeah, so
good
in
guys
this
time.
universe, the Saw movies never happened because Kevin McAllister didn't grow up to want to teach people that life is worth living because he gets cancer or whatever those movies are about.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So the reverse bear trap is never created.
Nope.
Oh man, the small soldiers. Man, Gorgonites are the worst, aren't they? They were breeding a serial killer. So I think the small soldiers did us a service.
Yeah, honestly, if we're talking about that, and then all the sequels that Saw had. So, yeah,
Right,
check it
yeah,
out.
we
It's
rid of,
just
yeah, we saved this alternate timeline from having to
Deal with that.
endure, sort of endure those
Was it
movies.
8 movies now?
I think there's 9. Maybe there's 8. I don't
There's
know.
too many.
Cares?
Who could care?
Hold on.
Who
How
cares?
many of the Saw films had the word "final" in the title? This is the most important thing.
In the tag, you mean? I don't
No.
know.
There was one
In
that was
the
like the
title.
final chapter because then they went from Saw and then they went Jigsaw.
Whoa.
Was the latest one.
So they mixed it up.
They
All right, so
Yeah, so there's
classic
actually,
fashion.
if you think about it, there's like 16 movies because I think all the Home Alones go into Saw.
Oh yeah,
okay,
they
yeah.
saved us past 2.
Yeah,
If this was the first one and Kevin just died at the end,
yeah. Okay. Joey's giving us the wrap-up signal.
We've gone way off the rails. We're talking about Saw.
That's fine. Okay. Well, then let's wrap it up. Thank you all so much for listening to this episode of Very Real Tournament. It was a bit of a doozy, but we got there all the same. We have multiple places where you can check us out. We are on Instagram. We are on Twitter. We are on Facebook. VRT Cast, Very Real Tournament. I believe our Twitter handle is at VRT Cast. Our Instagram is Very Real Tournament, all of that stuff. You can also check out our website, vrtcast.com. Email us, vrtcast@gmail.com, with any thoughts you may have, I suppose. We'll make Butler sift through those and give us the best ones.
Can't wait.
We are all also on social media. My Twitter handle is @NickPotter42. Feel free to follow me. Joey, what do you got?
I am on Instagram and Twitter at your boy Joey P.
There you go. Zach, what about you?
I'm on Facebook.
Thanks, man.
All right. Good. At Zach. No ads. It's Facebook. Just Zach
just
Kerr.
Zach Kerr,
All right.
man.
Butler, what about you?
You can also find me on Facebook. I'm Butler Carter. And also on Twitter at I'm_the Butler.
Ooh, he had to use the underscore.
Yeah.
Yeah. So someone got I'm the Butler?
I guess, yeah.
Man.
Sorry
Yeah, that
about
really sucks. At least you didn't
life.
do like I'm the Butler 1 or something.
Yeah.
That's underscores always
I
better.
would just not have a Twitter.
Wait, yeah, as of this recording, did you say you have 6
No.
followers right now?
I have 4. It's
All right,
going good.
hopefully.
How many are bots?
How many have eggs in the profile picture?
One of them has Arabic text.
Oh, you don't
yeah.
know that person?
No.
Okay. One of them is me, so you're welcome.
I know you and Kevin.
Okay.
That's it.
Cool. You guys didn't even follow Butler. Great. All right. But yeah, that is that's all. That's a social media blast for you. Check us out on all of those things, guys. Let's get out of here and eat some more pizza. What do you think?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yep.
Most of the pizza's gone.
Oh, well, it hasn't just been real. It's been very real.